Right then, hello again guys, and my review for today is, drumroll, Perks of Being a Wallflower. Now then, it's an underrated film, an undervalued film, and not a very well known film now from people I've spoken to and stuff, but it is one of the best films I've ever watched, and I went to see it at the cinema last year, and it went from being, a film I thought was just going to be a generic coming of age teenage film, and it catapulted itself. It's in my top favourite films list. It did it like that. This is how good a film it is. Ezra Miller, Logan Lerman, Emma Watson, and a whole other bunch of people. It is just the perfect film in my opinion. I haven't read the book. I'm going to get that now, so I can't compare it to the book, I'm afraid. If you have read the book and you have compared to the film, let me know sort of how it sizes up compared to that, because I don't know. But no. So let's dive into it. Logan Lerman is the main character. He plays Charlie, and he's, he goes through what everyone will go through. He's going from, I'm not American, but he's going from middle school into high school, so he's now a freshman, if I'm right. Freshman, and he's in, and he goes through, and he's an outcast, which I'm sure everyone's felt like an outcast at one point in their lives. I'm not gonna ask for wars or anything here, but I certainly did. But yeah, so that's what he's got to deal with, and he makes friends with the seniors, Patrick and Sam, and that's Emma Watson and Ezra Miller, and they're stepbrother, stepsister, and they and he then joins this gang, and they're like the misfits, but they're cool misfits. Everyone still loves them, and I don't know. It's not. High school isn't split up into all those boundaries like it is in some films. High school seems real for everyone interlinks with each other. It doesn't matter if you're a jock and the nerd or anything. Everyone will interlink somehow, which I liked, because those boundaries you see in other, chick flick rom-com bullshit stuff that I don't really watch. Actually, I do watch, but I pretend not to watch because they're my guilty pleasure. Those films, that isn't really how high school is. Or maybe I went to a completely different school because I didn't go to high school. I suppose I went to secondary school, but off track. It is a perfect story. It just is. You feel attached to the characters, the setting. The soundtrack is amazing. The soundtrack is great. It's really good music. It took me ages to figure out what year it's set in. I found out in the end it was like early 90s, I think. So yeah. But yeah, that's how this film goes. It is like such a good film. I mean, I showed it to my mum and dad as well, and they felt nostalgia because of some of the stuff that was said in it, or whatever, or all that crap. I don't know, I didn't get it. I just thought it was a great film, and I felt connected to all the characters in one way or another. And when a film does that, based off a book, that is really good. When you go into it and you feel some sort of connection to each and every character, that is a good thing. I don't care what you say, that can be a perfect thing. That can make or break a film. If you go into a film that's meant to touch you or whatever, and you feel nothing for anyone, then that will ruin it. Even if you just feel one thing for one person, that is good enough. But everyone got an emotional response from me in this film. Logan Lerman as Charlie, I felt perfectly connected to this guy. He was pretty much, a bit like me, not just because he rocks a suit really well, but no. Emma Watson was cool in it. Obviously this was her, sort of reimagining herself after Harry Potter, and she did it well, because the first thing that you hear her say is shag, and that ruined it. The little kids are going to go see that and going to hear Hermione swear. That ain't right. That ain't right. I cried for weeks after hearing that, but no. And she does it well, and at the end of it, I don't see Emma Watson as Hermione. I see her as Sam from Perks of Being a Wallflower. That might be because I've watched that film 50 times now, and the Harry Potters every few hundred times. But hey ho, that's just me. And Ezra Miller as well. I know he won some awards for Best Supporting Actor for this. Good on him, because he did nail it. He was comedic relief and emotion all in one. And some scenes he was the funny guy. Well, actually saying that, most scenes he is the funny guy and comic relief. Then other scenes he is the emotional anchor in it, and that's perfect. A lot of, people in real life who are like that. They're not just going to be the clown or the drama queen or whatever. Everyone is something. And when everyone is everything, in all fairness, and that's how this film goes, and you just can't beat it. Now, honestly, if you haven't seen this film, seriously, go out and buy it or rent it, or I don't care, watch this film or read the book. Actually saying that, I cannot judge the book, as I've said, But no, you need to read this story. It is a great story. It is an emotional story. It will touch you, not in a Jimmy Savile way, which is great. And yeah, just, you know, please, I want to get everyone I can to watch this film because I love it. As I said, it went from being a film I didn't really know that much about. I went to see it and now it's probably one of my favourite films. And that is how good a film this is. So please, 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 go and watch The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Please. Thank you.